So now we begin a new unit on money, financial markets, and the role of money in our financial system. And we begin with this first lesson on the role of money. After you complete this video, you will then go and log on to your Pearson account to complete the Pearson activities that go with Lesson 1 for Topic 6. So let's begin by looking at the role of money. So in this chapter, I'm going to describe for you the uses and functions of money. Why do we use it? Why do we have it? What purpose does it serve? Money tends to have certain characteristics, so I'll list the characteristics of money, including its commodity and representative forms, and finally analyze the positive and negative aspects of currency, as well as other media of exchange. Here are some of the key terms and ideas that you should know, be able to define, and understand how they relate to money when we get done with this chapter. So first, it's important to understand that money has three uses. Money can be used as a medium of exchange, it can be used as a unit of account, and it can be used as a store of value. So what does each of these three uses actually mean in practice? Well, think of this. It's been a hot day and you've just arrived at your neighborhood store after playing basketball. You grab a soda and search the pockets of your jeans for some money. You find a pen, keys, and a chewing gum wrapper, but unfortunately you don't have any money. Then you reach into your jacket pocket. Finally, a crumpled dollar bill. You hand the money to the clerk and take a long, cold drink. So here's one of the first uses of money. Money serves as a medium of exchange because money makes the purchase of goods and services very easy. When you want to buy something, all you have to figure out is how much does it cost, how much money do I need for it, hand that money to the clerk in the way that you pay for it, and then you can buy the item. You don't have to trade in goods and services. You don't have to use a barter system. So one characteristic of money is that it serves as a medium of exchange and is very easy to use. It makes the purchase of goods and services very easy. So we said money has three main functions, and the three are listed here in this chart. So let's look at each one of them in turn. I said money serves as a medium of exchange. Now, a medium of exchange can be defined as anything that is used to determine value when goods or services are exchanged. Money makes exchanges very easy. It can also serve as a unit of account. Something can serve as a unit of account if it's a means for comparing the values of goods and services. Consumers can compare the cost of different items because their prices are expressed the same way. Money can also act as a store of value. A store of value is something that keeps its value if it is held rather than spent. When a consumer stores money in a bank, for instance, the money holds its value until it is withdrawn. In this painting, you see two men using bartering to acquire goods. Bartering occurs when people don't use money to exchange goods and services. You trade one good, in this case, some kind of a goat, for a piece of fish. That's barter, and that's inconvenient and inefficient, and doesn't really work very well. Because money serves as a unit of account, you can compare prices of goods such as flowers wherever they are sold. So no matter where you are buying the flowers, they will have different prices, and therefore you can compare the prices of different flowers to get an idea of the value of the different kinds of flowers that are out there. But you're using a similar measurement to understand the value of each one of them. Because money serves as a store of value, that means it will keep its value when you deposit it into a checking or savings account at your local bank. You can put it in there knowing that it will keep its value, and when you take it out, it will still be valuable and still be able to buy what you want it to buy. So we've looked at the three uses of money, but money also has to have 6 characteristics to make it work. For something to be money, and many different kinds of things can serve as money, but to serve as money, money has to be durable, it has to be portable, it must be divisible, it has to be uniform, there needs to be a limited supply of it, and it has to be acceptable as a form of payment for goods and services. The coins and paper bills that we use as money are called currency. Now, that's what you normally think of when I talk about money, but realize that other things in history have been used as money. In the past, societies have also used an astoundingly wide range of other objects as currency. In past history, societies have used cattle as money, they've used salt as money, dried fish, furs, precious stones, gold, silver. They've all served as currency and money at various times in various places. So have porpoise teeth, rice, wheat, seashells, tulip bulbs, and olive oil. This here represents a wampum belt. And this belt was made from shells and used as money by Northeast Native Americans when they traded with European colonists. Another characteristic of money is it has to be portable. That means you have to be able to carry it around with you easily from place to place. Money wouldn't be very useful if people could not carry it with them to buy goods and services. Another characteristic of money is that it has to be divisible into smaller amounts. Divisibility of money into small amounts, such as coins like quarters, nickels, dimes, pennies, dollars, $10 bills, things like that, means you can pay the exact amount for something that you buy. Money also has to be uniform. The characteristic of uniformity means that bills of the same denomination not only exactly look the same, but also buy the same amount of goods and services. Money also has to be limited in circulation, otherwise it loses its value. Because money is destroyed when it gets worn out, the amount of money in circulation remains limited. Since different nations generally have their own currencies, as shown here, international travelers must often exchange the money used at home for that of the nation they are visiting. So from where does money get its value? Well, some money is called commodity money, some is called representative money, and other money is called fiat money. So what's the difference? Well, think about the bills and coins in your pocket. They are durable and portable, meaning they last for a long time, they're durable, and they're easy to carry around, so they're portable. They're also easily divisible because you can divide that money into smaller and smaller amounts. It's uniform because they're all measured the same way. It's limited in supply because there's only a limited amount of that money in circulation, and it's accepted throughout the country because everyone accepts it in payment for goods and services. As convenient and practical as the bills and coins in your pocket may be, however, they have very little value in and of themselves. Why do they have value? The only reason they have value is because you can use them to get the goods and services you want. If you couldn't use those coins and currency to get the services that you want, then that would be worthless to you. It wouldn't mean anything to you. So what then makes money valuable? The answer is that there are actually several possible sources of money's value, depending on whether it is commodity money, representative money, or fiat money. Although cattle's inherent value has led it to be used as money throughout history, this cartoon humorously shows the problems with using commodity money. It's not very portable, is it? It's certainly not easily divisible, and it might not even be durable. So cattle doesn't really meet very well a lot of the characteristics that are necessary for something to be used as money. These bills shown here were issued during the American Revolution, and they could be turned in for gold, silver, or Spanish currency, which did have value. And because they were backed by gold, silver, or Spanish currency, which had value, the bills themselves were considered to be valuable. But not all currency is backed by something. For example, the United States went off the gold standard in 1972. Our money is not backed by any precious metal. So if currency is not backed by a government or redeemable for something of value, it becomes worthless. Our money has value because it is backed by the government and is payable for all debts, private and public. These people pictured here in Berlin in the 1920s used worthless bills as a decoration because they had such hyperinflation in Germany in the 1920s following World War I. Now, this note, which says, "This note is legal tender for all debts, public and private," is found on all currency in circulation in the United States. That means that our government stands behind the value of all the bills that it prints, and that's what gives it value, because it will be accepted by the government. So, see after you've completed this video and the Pearson activities if you can answer these 3 questions. Which of the following is true about bartering? The fact that you can pay for a $5 item with a $10 bill and get $5 back in change shows which of the following? Why does fiat money have value?